don't just shoot from the hip in these meetings. We think about what you guys need, and there's a lot of prep time and there's a lot of stuff that goes into these. And I know 150% these are about the most important meetings any broker can go to because they're unique. They're coming from, all this stuff comes from brilliant minds in the industry that have done it way before me. I've had thousands and thousands of hours of coaching and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars spent on coaching. You know, I've been a top producer my entire career. I've ran a business, finance background, marketing background, MBA and economics. Like, you guys are really getting cream of the crop type of training. So we really want you guys to show up. And it's not to say that we understand that you guys have stuff in your schedule. We understand that people might not, you know, your buyers and sellers you got to answer to, but try to time block these training sessions. Try to say, okay, you know what? At 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're having exclusive training in the main office, you know, the main office of the private suite. Block that off like it's a showing. Because guys, we're respecting the time. You know, we're only going to go, you know, an hour every time, but we really want you guys to be here because we want to share everything that we're doing, you know, after these meetings. So that being said, thank you for listening to my singing. I appreciate it. I just wanted to go around the room a little bit and see anybody here have any good wins, anything they want to discuss that happened this week of the positive nature, whether it be business, whether it be personal. Please let us know what you got.
I went through my first inspection with my first buyer clients. So I got my first deal accepted, I guess, from the buyer side. So I did that this week.
Nice work.
And I'm getting paid on my renters. That commission check finally got to its location. So I'm going to get paid on that this week too.
Nice. Rashid, that is awesome. Awesome stuff. You know, guys, Rashid's doing a lot of great stuff. He's part of the program. From day one, Rashid has been on social networking, and he is just making a gorgeous mess out there. And that's a compliment, Rashid, when I say that. I'm saying his social network marketing is tight. He posts pictures, he posts stories. He's always posting what he's doing, whether it be an open house, whether it be a charity event, personal, business, all of it. And that's what it's about, you guys. Let people into your lives if you can. If you're comfortable doing that, put your guard down. You know, show people you're a real person. It's okay to post pictures of your kids or charity events or stuff like that to show the human side of who you are. Real estate is a very intimate business. It's a very personal, touch-oriented business. People want to see that you're a person. That's why I always say make a mess. When you call people, it's okay if you fumble through your words. It's okay if your pitch is imperfect. They know what you're trying to do. They know you're a realtor. They want to establish a rapport with you. They want to like you. You want to be affable to these people. And Rashid has done about as good a job as I've seen as somebody newer in the industry in marketing himself. And marketing himself in a way where he's providing value to people. Not just shoving sales down and listings down people's throats. He has a very nice natural touch. And I can guarantee you that however he markets, and I know this personally because Rashid and I have spent a lot of time together, you know, talking things out on the phone and meetings and stuff. He's a class act all the way around. And, you know, how you market yourself on social networking is really who you are to these people. So, Rashid, phenomenal job, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
I see Al. Al, you got 2 more new homes in the design stage.
Sir, sure do.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yep.
My man. Okay, I love it. Keep it going, man. Keep crushing it. Andrew, I see you were talking. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No problem. Yeah, so I closed on a manufactured home. It was an Op City lead I put a listing on.
Nice.
And I upsailed them. I got them into a mortgage on a new manufactured home for like about $100,000 more than what they thought that they could afford.
Wow.
And then I went to go, you know, take down the sign and grab the lockbox, and then the next door neighbor invited me into their house.
Wow.
So hopefully I can get that listing and then upsell them as well.
Wow.
So Op City lead turned into me working with that client, but then hopefully I won't have to, you know, pay that 30-35% on the next one, because that's not, you know, a referral.
Right.
So
Right.
it's all good stuff there.
Wow. Wow. Andrew, that is awesome. Awesome stuff. That's exactly what we talk about. If you guys look at that screen over there, it's on a Microsoft Word. You can see all those third-party referral sites. Google them. There's more. I think Referral Exchange isn't up there, but OpCity is fantastic. Nikki is having incredible success. Obviously, Andrew's having incredible success. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. You might have to pay 35% on the back end, but what happens is Andrew got another client. He got maybe another buy and sell, and he gets 100% of that. I absolutely support these third-party referral sites. You guys should embrace them. Once again, 100% of zero is zero. 65% of something is 65%. So, Andrew, that is fantastic. Guys, get signed up with OpCity. I'm telling you, these leads are ready to go. They're ready to buy. You know, you might have to, it gets frustrating sometimes because you might lose out. You know, brokers are all clicking real quickly to accept the leads, and that's part of the process. But the more you stay active with that, the more you stay active with your updates, the more you answer your phone, the more leads they're going to give you. It's just like anything. Andrew, that's incredible. I love it. Keep it going. Another thing Andrew did too, he's personable. He had no intention of selling the neighbor. Took the sign, he's taking the sign down. Obviously, you can tell the guy's a charming guy, a social guy, and he probably struck up a conversation with these people, or they approached him for whatever reason. He's going to get more business from them, and that's all it takes, guys. People need to know you're in real estate. Don't be shy about it. You know, when I walk into a restaurant, bar, baseball game, everybody knows I'm in real estate. One, because I'm usually wearing gear. But two, I very comfortably am able to work into any conversation that I sell homes. And it doesn't look salesy. It's not like, do you have a home? It's just telling them what you do. So get comfortable with talking up what you do. Get comfortable with talking about this brokerage. You guys, people want people that want to serve them. I keep my, yeah, she keeps his cards in his pocket. I mean, there you go. Business cards, guys. Got to have your business cards on you. But what we're going to do is, you know, I'm looking into gear for us. Obviously, gear is going to cost us all something. Everyone's going to have to pay for the gear. But I am looking into a good gear source for us for like Nike Elite polos, pullovers, hats, and that type of stuff, trying to get good pricing for us. I would definitely recommend when that comes aboard that we all look to, I'll be the guinea pig on it, but we all look to purchase gear. You should wear it. You should wear it. You should wear it. The gear. I'm not saying wrap your cars, but I am saying when I was a rookie broker 11 years ago, I did put a wrap around my car. I work for a tiny, small brokerage just north of Chicago in Skokie, and I wrapped my whole entire Honda Pilot in our brokerage's colors. I did that. I'm not suggesting everyone does that. I'm just saying. Embrace what you do.
Just one quick thing on that. EXP also has like EXP branded gear. And I just ordered a face mask, and it's actually pretty comfortable. But when I'm out and about shopping, doing my grocery shopping, or, you know, going to meet up with Erik or other clients, I'm wearing the EXP mask. And I've had multiple people come up to me and ask for like, oh, EXP, I've seen the signs. What are they? Who is it? Tell me more about it. And just having that interaction could turn into something too. I know it seems kind of like gimmicky and cheesy, but it works.
Totally. Guys, totally. I mean, I'm always wearing gear on us. I totally agree. As long as we're in masks, everybody should go right to that store and purchase some masks. You don't even have to say anything. It says, I love EXP. It looks fun. Nikki rocks it like nobody else. So any other wins? Anything you guys are excited about, personal or business? Okay.
I'm going to be announcing the Bears, I think, third round pick in Cleveland. I'm flying out to Cleveland this weekend, so I'm going to be their pick. I think it's either second or third round. I'm not sure yet, though.
Either way, man, that's incredible.
That's a win.
Holy cow! Well, dude, you gotta get some gear. You gotta get some face masks or something. You gotta get some EXP stuff.
I know. I don't know if I can get it in time, but we'll see.
All right, that is awesome. I'm gonna.
Dude,
Nick, do you happen to have any extra masks? Does anybody have any extra masks for Rashid? That's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
Turnaround's pretty quick for the orders, though. I think I got mine in a day or two.
Okay. Nice job, Rick. Rick's getting a hot tub.
Real quick, for those who don't know, Rashid had a great career with the Bears for a number of years. He was actually on that Super Bowl team. a couple years back. So that's huge, Rashid. We'll be watching you for sure. And I also wanted to let everyone know that Andrew, I think, had another win. He didn't mention new father, right? Right, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm just took my 3.5-year-old to school. I'm gonna go back to the hospital here. I think I need to go get a haircut real quick though.
Fit it in when you can.
Yeah,
Congratulations again.
Congratulations.
but
That's
thanks.
awesome, Andrew.
So yeah, Brooke and Brianna. So thanks.
Amazing.
Wow.
Enjoy
That's great,
it.
Andrew. Congrats,
Love it.
buddy. Rashid, congrats as well. I would love to see one day when this pandemic's lifted and we're all together. I'd love to see Jeremy Moss and Rashid in a race. I think Rashid would beat him, but I think it would be close.
I don't want to see that.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair. You know, Rashid.
Maybe for fun.
I'm
Feed me
a
a couple
little out of
beers and
shape,
we'll
but
see.
I'll bet on myself. I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
Yeah,
bet.
we're gonna need some heavy odds there.
Rashid, I got to tell you, I'm low key fast. I would like to race you in a 40-yard dash.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty damn fast still, but I'm out of shape, so we'll see. Maybe you got a chance if you're in better shape than me.
Well, then afterwards we'll get on a basketball court and I'll at least dunk over you.
You probably won't do that either because I'll foul.
Oh,
you.
come on.
But
40-inch vertical, bro.
that's true. That was back when you were young.
No, wait, Nikki and Jordan, did I not just grab the rim the other day and hang on it a little bit? Did that happen?
He absolutely did. When we were filming our TikToks at the park, he
And
he
how
was showing
tall are
off his
you?
basketball skills.
I'm about 6'1".
I'm 5'9" and 3/4. I can do that too. So,
All right. Okay. We'll figure it out. All right, guys. So just want to thank you all. We got a nice crowd here. Thank you for showing up. Nikki's really going to take over today. She's going to go into the more KV Core mastery. But I did touch upon it. We're going to be working on something really, really exciting for you guys. We got Jeremy and I got a national Facebook lead guru, and we're gonna try to get him here next week or the following week. You guys aren't going to want to miss this. We're going to have an ability, not putting the cart before the horse, but we're going to have an ability to get a lot of leads, and we want to figure out the best way to distribute these leads, share the leads, and share success. So that is going to come. He is going to present either next week or the following week, and he's going to take over, pretty much the whole presentation. I will tee you guys up and let you know when that happens. Thank you for all sharing all your success stories. And Andrew, once again, congratulations on your new baby. It's amazing. Wish you the best of love and happiness, health, all that good stuff. So obviously we've touched upon a lot of things, and just recovering some of the stuff. As you can see, communicating with our sphere of influence is what we've talked about. Offer those folks a free CMA. You can use the graphics that we have here, but offer your sphere of influence a free comparative market analysis. Their values of their largest financial asset have definitely changed, and they've gone up, and it means more value and equity for them. So let's keep pounding that message away. Let's get it on the sphere of influence, KV Core, send it out to your database. Let's get that in our social networking marketing. If you haven't, on all the platforms, you haven't done it yet, let's continue to do it. If you've done it, let's continue to do it. If you haven't done it, let's do it. Third-party referral sites, sign up for all of them. I know some of this is old hat. Online profiles, guys, you will be Googled. You will be Googled. So make sure all those online profiles are consistent. You guys can go to LinkedIn, type in Erik Gimbel. You can look at mine. You can compare it with my realtor. You can compare it with all my other online profiles. They're all pretty much the same. So again, you guys want consistency. If you're Googled, I've Googled a few folks. I don't think anybody in this room, but there was a couple folks that aren't here today that I Googled, and they actually had their old brokerage on their LinkedIn. That's not a good look, guys. It's not a good look. When you switch to the best brokerage in the world, EXP, you need to let all your social networking platforms, know about that too. They all need to know. You can't have Compass, you can't have App Properties, you can't have Barron Warner, you can't have ABC Homes on one profile and then announce to the world that you've joined EXP. You got to make sure that everything's consistent. So please, again, I want to be able to Google you guys, and I want to be able to find all the information consistent. So, harping on it, but it's important. Inventory shortage is what we have here. another strategy that we've talked about, and I think Rashid sat in a meeting a while ago before we were doing those in a smaller office setting. But guys, you really want to try to fish where a lot of the brokers aren't. For sale by owners don't work right now. They really don't. You're going to be competing with hundreds and hundreds of other brokers, sellers that don't want to use a broker. It's really not that viable of a source. I wouldn't spend too much time on for sale by owners right now. A lot of them are arrogant, think they could sell their home by themselves, and are getting called by every broker under the sun. What we want to focus on, if you guys are ready to really try to get some listings and really increase your inventory and your value to buyers and sellers, we want to reach out to expired listings in all of the MLSs. They're always there, expired listings, but not the recent ones. That's what every single broker under the sun is doing. They're reaching out to the recently expired listings. So I'm talking everything that's 3 months or more recent. So 90 days and more recent expired, all the brokers are calling them. As you get further away and they become older expireds, like around the 4 to 5 month mark to a year out. So I'm talking listings that have expired from 4 months ago to 18 months ago. Those are the listings we should comb. We should comb those expireds, and it's a very simple conversation. You can call the owner of the property up and say, listen, I got a buyer right now, fully approved, ready to buy. I saw the picture of your home. It looks perfect for my client. Absolutely perfect. Would you be interested in selling your property today for top dollar if you could? That's the message. It's that simple. They're going to say 3 things. They're going to say no. They're going to say, okay, who's your buyer? Bring them by. Or they're going to say, I'm not so sure. What makes you different? Why should I trust you? I've had other brokers call and say the same thing. We just have to have a response for that. Say, look, it's no obligation. Let me come in, so I'm not wasting your time. Let me come in and tour your house for 15 minutes. I'll tell you right then and there if this works for my client. Then you could start having conversations about, hey, you know what? As long as you're open to, potentially showing it to one buyer, you can bring that buyer in, or you can bring a fake buyer in. You can bring me in. You can bring somebody else in that's in the area. You can do that. But what you also could do is say, listen, you know what? If you really want to get top dollar, you're really better off listing your home. Because listing your home, it opens up to hundreds and hundreds of brokerages. The demand's at an all-time high. And really, to get the most bang for your buck, you need that exposure. So it goes from a call that you have a buyer, this house is perfect, you get a tour, and then you persuade them. And it's not really persuading, because the truth of the matter is, if they're willing to sell their house for top dollar, they need to get it listed. And they need to list with you. So that's a strategy I would employ. So once again, if you guys need a little more, what does it say? My neighbors FSBO'd their home and screwed the neighborhood by selling way under the, yes, see? Nobody wants FSBOs. Nobody. FSBOs are bad news. They're bad news for the sellers. They're bad news for the property owners. They're maybe good news for buyers, right? But the bottom line is this. I'm switching gears. I'm reading the feed down there. But when I see a listing that's a FSBO sign-in, I immediately take off 5%. Immediately. So in any case, try to get these expireds that are a little bit older. I'll call the expires. Your house looks perfect for my client. Would you be willing to sell for top dollar? My buyer's fully approved. You can bring a buyer in. You can bring a straw buyer in. You can bring yourself in. You figure out how you want to play it. But there's so many angles there. And the bottom line is this. The best opportunity for property owners and sellers is to get their house on the market. They might have had a bad taste in their mouth. They might have had a bad broker. It might have been bad photos. Might have been the wrong time. But now's the right time. You're going to give them premium photos. You're going to give them full marketing. You work with the largest brokerage, the fast-growing brokerage in the world that's got unmatched technology and resources. These are all things, feathers in your cap. So I would strongly encourage, if you all are looking for inventory, really take the time to go over the expired listings that are at least 4 months old to like 18 months old, and handpick a few. Maybe call 5 a day. But I would encourage it.
Hey, Eric, quick question.
Yep.
When you're calling on a listing like that, obviously with the market the way it is, what are you saying when they tell you, well, I don't want to be a buyer in the market when I sell? What's kind of your go-to saying when they say something like that?
So that's a great question. And a lot of times, you know, it's a tough response because most people say, oh, we'll find something. It's all, don't worry about it. We'll sell your house and something will come out of the woodwork. No. You know, you say, look at how I got to you. Look at how I got to you. I got to you from pounding the pavement. I got to you because I fished where other people didn't. I called you. I reached you. Now we're talking. I'm going to do the same thing to uncover properties for you. I'm the king. I'm the queen of uncovering inventory. And you could go with that, but you have to continue on with the strategy. And I will tell you that it works. It absolutely works. I had a client that closed on their beautiful home in 3 days, and they wanted to live in a certain area in my neighborhood called Ravinia in Highland Park. And there was nothing for sale. They thought about building. They wanted to keep a budget of $550. I said, if you build, you'll be north of $750. That's not the strategy. I said, you're not doing it. They said, no, we want to do it. I said, you're not doing it. You're not building. Don't build. It wasn't a strategy. It wasn't why you hired me. You hired me to sell your home for $700 and buy something for $550. And that's what we're going to do. So what I did is I combed the expireds. I saw a listing that was rented 12 months ago. I knocked on the door. Tenant yelled at me. I called the seller. Called her. White pages her. She said it wasn't her. Wrong number. It was her, but wrong number. I called the last broker that listed it. I said, hey, what's going on? How are you? See this beautiful house you got here on Burton? I go, my clients love it. Are you relisting this house? She goes, as a matter of fact, Gimbel, we are. I go, well, I'm going to tell you right now, my clients are going to buy it before you list it, so I can make your life a lot easier. I go, show it to me before you list. She goes, you have 2 days to see it. I'm going on listed on Friday. We came there Tuesday. We wrote a full price offer on Wednesday. We got under contract, closing in a few weeks. So my answer to that, Andrew, is that however you're pounding the pavement to get these sellers to uncover inventory, you're going to continue to do it for your sellers that eventually become buyers. Does that help?
Definitely. Yeah, no, perfect.
Cool, man. And guys, whenever you have questions on this stuff, shoot me a text. You can call me. I mean, honestly, this is stuff that we're doing a lot differently. Again, Nikki, myself, and Jordan too, we pound the pavement. This is what we do. Like, we really do this stuff. This isn't us just saying, this is what you can do. We do it, and it works. So another thing I want to touch upon is buyers. You guys got to make sure that you're going out with approved buyers. There's no window shopping these days. There's no John Smith that's like, it's listed for $300. We're going to offer $270. No, you're not. You're not going to offer $270. This is a full list price market if it's warranted, right? If the property is priced close to market value, it's a full offer type of situation. We can't go out with window shoppers anymore in this market. They waste your time. Qualify your buyers. Make sure they're approved. Make sure they understand the current market conditions. Make sure they understand that every single house that's under, I'll call it $500,000 in my area, that's nice enough, is going to get 4 to 8 offers in the first week. Plain and simple. It's the great equalizer in this business right now. When you have a market this hot, to sellers, if your property's not selling in 3 weeks, there's something wrong with your listing. Buyers, get ready, be ready. I'm not saying that you need to be a broker that, is running around like a chicken with your head cut off and going to every single new listing that pops up. I'm not saying that at all. We need to do some homework too. When a listing pops up and your clients say, hey, we want to see this, it's $350, it's where we want to be. Slow the roll. You have time to go back to your office, computer, wherever you do your business, look it up, make sure it's priced properly, and then, try to set up a showing. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work out. People are going to overpay in this market. Every house that gets listed, that's a new listing, a private listing, a pocket listing, it doesn't mean it belongs to your clients. It doesn't mean that you missed out on an opportunity for them. The pace of the market is really crazy right now. So we want to make sure we're uncovering inventory. We want to make sure that we're educating our buyers on this market. If you like something, if you really like it, you write an offer. You write a good offer. No BS. No BS. It's not that type of market. Also, you got to make sure they're really approved, with a real lender. And the last thing is this. If people are going to lose out on a house they really want for $10,000, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to poo-poo it and say $10,000 isn't money. It is. But in the course of financing with the low rates, $10,000 costs you $50 a month. So turn that conversation around. Let's say there's a house listed for $350, and you know that your buyers could be able to obtain it for $360. They need to know that going in. This is a conversation you should have with them, and you should say, perhaps say, I don't want to be callous. I really don't want to be callous at all. Nice. I love it, Rashid. I love it. But $10,000 is $50 a month. Are you really willing to walk away from this opportunity for $50 a month? Anybody can shave $50 a month off their budget. Take away some premium channels. Look on your bank account for some subscriptions that you don't even use. I've been a member of Planet Fitness for like 8 years. I haven't been there in 6 years. It's only $10, but still. I have so many personally. I have so many subscriptions out there that I can easily eradicate $300 easily without even thinking about it. And that's on me. So in any case, make sure they understand the economics, you guys. You're really powerful when you can speak in terms of financing because it makes you very unique. But when the rates are where they're at, hovering in the low threes, I'm telling you, every $10,000 is $50 a month. $5,000 is like $25 a month. So all day, if you have an opportunity to buy a property for $5,000 more, you do it. So it's about educating your clients, qualifying your buyers, working with real buyers, people that aren't going to waste your time. You're the man, Rashid. So just covering those three things: sphere of influence, communicate with them, third-party referral sites, online profiles. We got the Facebook lead guru coming soon. And reach out to old expireds. 4 months to 18 months, actually 6 months even to 18 months out. Just tolerate it. It's a quick conversation. It's 30 seconds. And once you start doing this, you're going to realize how easy it is. And it's actually fun. It's going to get you talking more in general. You start making these calls, then you're going to be more social to other people about real estate. Break the seal. It's the only thing holding you guys back. I'm telling you, this is a tough hurdle to climb for a lot of people, but once you pick up the phone and you have a message for people, it's easy and it's fun. And I know you guys can do it. And I know some of you are doing it already. So I am going to turn this over to KV Core Mastering Session by Nikki Mertens. Nikki is going to cover some really cool stuff. Folks, we're getting a lot of leads, and Nikki can show you again the quantity of leads we're getting and the price point we're paying for each of these leads. But sometimes reaching out to them with the multiple touch process that's automated, Nikki found out a method that's much more effective, and she's getting much better results. We're going to cover a little bit about the Open House app and a little bit about the KV Core websites. So, Nikki, and any questions you guys have also for Nikki, please ask. And we'd love to, have future sessions pertain to anything you guys need if we're not able to answer it in this session. So, Nikki, the floor is yours.
All right. Thanks, Eric. And congratulations and hooray to everybody and their successes this week. I just wanted to touch back on Tuesday. Somebody had a question about the smart number that KV Core assigns to you, and whether or not it was better to follow up with new leads with that assigned smart number.
Something wrong with the internet now.
And recently what I've been doing is just making the phone calls for my personal cell and then, following up here and there with the text messages that are automated and whatnot through the system. But what I started doing after she had asked that question is following up with all of my leads using that smart number, and then immediately following up with a text from that smart number as well through the KV Core system. And I found out that the leads were much more responsive, and I feel like that's because the information's all coming from the same phone number, and that if you're using your cell phone number and the KV Core smart number, I think it could look a little like spammy,
more recently.
Which is why you might not get as many responses back, because it looks like it's just junk mail kind of thing. So maybe that's something that you give a try and try to follow up with those new leads, just only using that smart number until you got that lead on lockdown and they become a client. And then it's up to you if you want to continue using the KV Core smart number to connect, or switching over to your personal cell so that it's a quicker response time for you. And then there was one more thing from last week. Romney, I think you had brought up the web page and making sure that all of your information is correct. And Erik has touched on how important it is to make sure that all of your information is the same across all of your different social media platforms. And that session on Tuesday actually prompted me to double check all of my sites to make sure everything was up and running correctly. And I noticed that I had some typos and some errors here and there that I wanted to go and fix. So I wanted to show you guys just how to get to your web page within KV Core so that you can make any changes or make sure you can add on all of your social networking sites that you have and links to any web pages or blogs or things like that. So give me 1 second, share my screen. All right, so where you need to go to fix your web page is going to be in the web and IDX section over here. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring you to your website manager. Now, these are some things that you can edit right here from this kind of dashboard. But if you click edit settings, it's not going to bring you to where you want to go. So in order to edit your bio and to add on things like your Facebook link or Instagram or LinkedIn links, you have to go up here in the corner where it says manage my website settings and click on that. And this will be like your general stuff where you can add in testimonials, where you can opt in or out to have your Zillow testimonials or connect reviews and other things like that. But in order to change your own information, you have to go to agents. And your name should pop up in this little field here as soon as my computer cooperates. And over here where it says edit, that's how you get to go in and actually edit your website content. And once you get it in there, it shows you everything that is on your front-facing EXP website. So my NicoleMertens.exp, realty.com website will have all this information. So I have all my Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, if you have a YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. You can put in how you want your position, any extra languages you speak, if you have a preferred lender that you work with, all of that stuff can be added to your front-facing website. And then this is the About Me section. And that's what I noticed. I had pretty much copy and pasted this from every site to the other site so that it would be consistent and the same across the board. But I noticed that when I did that, I had left some things in first person and not third person from when I initially typed it out as a kind of a rough draft. So this is where you can go back in here and change that. And then your signature that shows up on your emails as well as your website. Everything else under here is just kind of information only. If you want to go back and pull from this to add certain things or, you know, add in your education or your community involvement or any new achievements that come up to have kind of a running tally of all the things that you've achieved during your career to help you build this About Me section a little bit stronger every time you want to go back and update it. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to show you guys here is in the settings. Gonna cooperate.
Okay.
And then if there's any questions, just shout out because I can't see the chat box while I'm sharing my screen.
You're done. You're reset. Just
this
refresh your
daily
screen.
call creation over here. This is how KV Core notifies you about your you know, whether you have a new lead coming in or how many calls you want to make each day, and it would send you a notification on your app or on your dashboard to auto create new calls each day, or whether or not you're going to work on the weekends or make calls on the weekends to leads, and when it should check in on the leads that you have coming into the system to remind you to make those calls. So that all can be done here, as well as setting up. Not in this one, my computer's running slow, I apologize. There is an option here to adjust your kind of work hours for when KV Core sends you new leads or new messages. The link wants to cooperate with me here. I can't get that to work at the moment, but there is a way that I can, once I get it up and running, to kind of toggle on and off when you want KV Core to notify you about new leads or to remind you to make calls, or if you want to turn off certain things on holidays or you don't want to be bothered on certain days because you'll be on vacation. They do have a vacation mode. So does anybody have any questions about how to access this, web building page here?
So again, on the bottom left, Nicole, you went to web icon, and then after that,
IDX. Where'd it go? This guy. So
Perfect,
web
thank you.
IDX. Yeah, and I had a hard time finding it myself, which is why I kind of wanted to bring it up again in the session, because there is sometimes funny pathways, and they did change. KV Core just updated its whole systems, and it kind of hid things as to where you can find them. So in order to manage your actual website, it's up here in the corner, manage my website settings. And that's how you get into that section where you can click on agents and edit your setting. Now, if you were a part of a team, you could also have, multiple agents in there to edit the team website or to edit multiple websites at once. But these are mostly personalized. So then you have your edit button here, and that's how you get to the page that I was at. Does that make sense?
yes, thank you very much.
Okay, good. And then the other thing that I wanted to, go ahead.
This is Rashid.
Hey, Rashid.
What do you add?
Like I
What do
knew it
you
was like
add
the company, it
reviews?
was like like another.
Okay, we'll go back
alias
to
or
that
whatever, like
same
Tupac
spot.
and a bunch of other
Web and
rappers,
IDX.
like in the 90s. That's like right out of my,
Right here, and this is going to
Right
be a
out of
little
my
easier to
childhood.
find, but website content,
I think it's 57.
testimonials, you can view and edit. So someone puts a review on your Facebook page and you want to transfer it over, you can copy and paste it by adding a testimonial here. But you can also connect Zillow reviews if you have a Zillow account. Like Eric has a Zillow account or had one. He could connect all those reviews and have them sent over to show on his front-facing page. And those, I'll show you mine.
Online reviews are huge, folks. Huge. People love to Google them. The more reviews, the better. More
Yeah,
reviews,
so-
more leads.
It comes up here on the front, the main page of your website, and then it will scroll through all of the testimonials or reviews that you have set up there. KV Core does have an add-on to kind of farm reviews from your clients after you've worked with them. Let me pull that up really quick. My computer's running slow today. I apologize. I probably just have too many tabs open, like my life in general. Too many tabs open.
Do they still make Tab, the soda?
I'm sure they do.
So good.
Fresca.
Oh, Fresca. Yes, I could totally go for a Fresca. So this testimonial tree is an add-on that KV Core has. I haven't jumped into this all the way yet, but that is something that if you want to look into as far as pulling reviews from clients, it sends them an email with the satisfaction surveys, and then it tracks all of that customer satisfaction stuff for you. But that is at an additional cost. One more thing that I wanted to mention that I have used in my last open house is the KV Core open house app. And
This is
generally,
awesome.
yeah. So it's really amazing because it allows you to set up an open house contact sheet. So instead of having a pen and paper contact sheet for everybody that comes through your open house, it allows them to automatically put in their name, their email, their phone number, and then whether or not they're working with an agent. And then it forwards all of that information right from your from that app to your KV Core system, and then it's all saved in hashtags. So that, if you go in the lead engine, I believe is this guy. You'll have to download it on either an Android or like an iPad or a tablet. If you have a Google Chromebook and that's what you're working off of, it'll be able to download on there because it's an app. You unfortunately can't have it on your actual computer unless you have a tablet. But that's up here in the right-hand corner under lead engine. Get open house app. My computer's running slow. But it's really great because you just put the iPad up. It has a picture of the property. It has your picture, your information, and then the ability for everybody that comes through, be it, you know, somebody who's unrepresented or an agent, to check in and put in their contact information so you can build that sphere, you can build those leads.
And also really quickly, Nikki, really quickly, you guys, it's much better to have people sign in electronically. They love doing that. It's a much better look than the pen to paper. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if you guys have an iPad or a personal iPad would be, you know, the most ideal thing to use, but people love signing into those things and it automatically feeds into your database. It's really recommended. So just want to let you know.
Yeah. So now that my computer decided to load, this is what it'll look like on your iPad. You can also put it on your phone, but I feel like in today's, you know, with the pandemic situation, handing someone your phone every time they come in, I feel like is a little awkward. So the way I had it set up is just my iPad. As soon as they walked into the house, with the hand sanitizer and a little Clorox wipe if they wanted to wipe off the screen, or, you know, the screen wipes rather. And then they put in their information and carry on, and it logs all of that under that specific open house. So you can go back and pull that information. You can see how many people came through. You can reconnect with those people that aren't represented by an agent, or reach out to the agents that come through to see if their clients are interested. And it was super awesome and super easy to use and easy to set up.
Hey, Nikki, really quick, Nikki,
yeah.
really quickly. Can you use your iPhone too?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
You can use your cell phone. You can use any tablet, any iPad, anything that you that has an iOS or Android operating system, or Google. So, like I said, if you have a Chromebook or something like that, you'll be able to download the app. It just doesn't work on like a regular like Microsoft laptop or PC because you can't download the app that way. And then, does anybody have any questions about that? It's super awesome, super easy. I would encourage you to download it. It's free. And it dumps all of that information right into your KV Core system, so you don't have to worry about that. And it doesn't run on internet, so if you don't have Wi-Fi or a hotspot on your phone, you don't have to worry about that. Once you get to a Wi-Fi or a hotspot or connected to the internet, it will automatically upload all of those contacts for you. So you don't have to worry about running it on with internet or not. All right.
Awesome.
That's
awesome.
And then just to touch on, probably in coming weeks, there is KV Core training on how to set up a virtual open house through Facebook, and then using all of the different KV Core things to set up campaigns and hashtags. And one thing I wanted to touch on really quick is part of that includes text codes, which you can use outside of open houses and things like that, just to promote listings or to promote open houses in the future. And what that does is it takes your smart number and combines it with a hashtag. So when you set that up, you can put in your Facebook or put on a listing, hey, text this number for more information about this listing, or text this number to receive more information about open houses. And where you find that is under the lead engine, under the call capture, and it uses your smart number to create even like QR codes and things like that, so you can boost up your advertising for listings and even your sales and things like that.
And really quickly, I just want to touch upon, it is so important how you guys market open houses. The way you market open houses, everybody's watching. So you got your seller, your seller's watching, Your seller wants to see how you're marketing your open house, what type of traffic you're getting, what you're doing online to get people in there. The buyers are going to come. Obviously, it's fishing for buyers for that home. It also is creating a buyer pool for other homes. Buyers that would like to work with you in the future. And number 3, which is kind of a forgotten group of people, is future sellers. Sellers that are sitting on the sidelines will watch how brokers market their open houses. If you guys tap into the KV Core technology with the Facebook and the links and signing in and keeping everything consistent and getting the most exposure possible, it will get noticed. You will get calls for listing appointments. Very important.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is also, if I wanted to add this to any advertising or things like that, I can change what that text code says and set it up. But that's things to add to, you know, your signs if you want when you have them, or any marketing that you send out, to just text this number to check out my website or to get a home valuation report. There's all those things that you can do. And we'll go into this a little bit deeper because I feel like 10 minutes really isn't enough time to run through this completely. But all you would do is add in your hashtag, say it was an open house, a virtual open house or a regular open house, whatever MLS number that you wanted to link that to for your listing your open house. Just type a quick message. If it was for an open house, you type something like, hey, thanks for attending the open house. If you'd like more information on similar listings in the area, or are looking to, you know, buy or sell anytime soon, text this number and receive information immediately. And then you'd add your hashtag for whatever the event was, and your smart number comes in there, and you build that text code. So then you can copy and paste that text code into any of your social media accounts, as well as into any of your marketing, which is super helpful. And then you get immediately call capture. You get good phone numbers, and you can reach out to that person right away, and hopefully get some more information or capture that lead. Does anybody have any questions?
So just quick, yeah. So does anybody have any questions? I'm sorry.
We're looking at Eric's face instead of the KV Core right now.
Oh, no.
And not that it's not adorable, but honestly.
I'm so sorry.
Well, Eric took over my whole thing there. It's just because he wants everybody to look at him. So it's in that text code generation is in this lead engine right here under call capture.
They'll just see my face.
Really? What's going on?
Yeah, I didn't do that. I'm sorry, you guys. Nikki, do you have a baseball cap you can put on my head? Okay, there we go.
Is that working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't click anything, Eric. Don't touch it. So you can find this under the lead engine, and then call capture, and it'll bring you to this page to be able to set up. My computer's doing what it wants, apparently.
So I have a quick question, Nicole. You seem like the expert in this. So I would love to have my, I've been playing around quite a bit with my website from KV Core, and I would love to have the term sell removed and put what's your home worth or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to change the header name?
Let me look into that for you. I think there is. I just, I'm not sure how to.
There is too, and I can't find it. So
yeah, let me look into that. I'm pretty sure there is. I will. I'm sorry, I can't see who's talking right now. Marilyn. Okay, Marilyn. I will. I'll look into that for you and send you what I find. Because I'm pretty sure there is. It's just a matter of finding the new button since they've updated the system here.
People pub each other with them now.
Too, since they updated it, I can't find anything anymore.
Yeah. And then I just wanted to touch on one thing. You know, Eric was talking about you know, reaching out and offering those free CMAs. I signed up for the add-on for the Dash CMA. We talked about it on Tuesday. I think it's $30 a month for unlimited quick CMAs. Literally takes like 5 minutes to set up these CMAs for your client. I had somebody request a valuation that just gave me an email and an address. And I was like, well, screw it. I'm just going to set up this Dash CMA for them and send it over. And if you see right here, this lead viewed the presentation and is now opening more emails from me since I sent that presentation over. So hopefully I can reach out to them and get some more information. But I really think that there's value in these Dash CMA presentations because they're so easy to use, and it's really just like right out there, right in front of your face, and gives you all the numbers, and it's interactive. So this is what I sent over to them, and you can, the client or the lead can click on all of these things and see, change all this information around if they want to check on any of these. This is all completely interactive, and then also gives them an option to print a PDF, and then on this side has all the contact information for you, or once you send that over, so they can reach out to you directly with any questions. And it literally took me 2 minutes to throw in the address, pick a few comps, and send it on its way, and the open rate was awesome.
Did you record that CMA presentation?
So that it automatically gets saved. This, let me click on it. This is
just to clarify, we did not record. I don't believe we recorded the actual presentation.
session?
Yeah.
But if
okay,
if it's something you want, we'll definitely do it again in the future. We can cover it. Probably take about 10 minutes.
Okay,
and there is also a quick demo of it before you purchase it, if you want to look at that underneath, I believe, the either lead engine or marketing autopilot.
that sounds wonderful to send out to your whole sphere of past clients. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was awesome. You have family or friends, you just throw their address in and email it to them, and they have it right away, and you're like, hey, look at how much your home could list for today. And you don't even have to ask them if they want it. I would just email it out to them, and it's
Totally.
It's so quick. So yeah, it's in marketing tools. If you don't already have the add-on, this button will say learn more, and it'll run you through a little quick demo. And then if you decide to use it, I can show you more, or there is training inside KV Core that's a little bit more in depth. And that's about all I've got for today. I'd love some suggestions if anybody has anything that they would like me to go over or help them with, or maybe have a session on. Like I said, I am going to be doing one of the virtual open house, but I think we're going to combine that with one of our Facebook days, or weeks rather. You can always message me or email or text Erik if you have any suggestions or you think about something later. Always nice to have feedback.
I think Johanna has something.
Go ahead.
Johanna? No, I was wrong.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So Jeffrey, I like the Dash CMA better than the Cloud CMA. I think it's a little bit more user-friendly on the lead end and on the client end. And is definitely more kind of explanatory. It gives a little bit more information without you having to explain everything if you were just going to send it over in an email. And it's super fast and super easy to use, so it takes a little less time. But then it also just comes down to preference. If you're comfortable or prefer Cloud CMA, that's up to you. I definitely like the Dash CMA a lot better. I think it's a lot more efficient and a lot more user-friendly for the lead end.
I appreciate that. I've been deciding between the two, and now that I'm so into KV Core, I'll take your advice. I'll just go with Dash instead of Cloud. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And because it's connected with the KV Core, it'll tell you when those clients view those reports and how many times they viewed it, or if they've clicked on certain things, which is nice that you have that real-time interaction report from those leads.
So Nikki, thank you so much for the presentation. The KV Core Mastery, I don't know about you guys, but I love it. I love when you go more in depth with all the amazing features, and I just don't think you could ever spend too much time doing it. It is so integral to all of our businesses and keeping in touch with our prospects, our clients, and generating more leads and websites and getting our reviews exposed. I mean, it's just it's so helpful, and I really appreciate you doing this and taking all the time. So just wanted to pass the baton over to Mr. John Lincoln is going to be presenting next about agent attraction. He is as handsome as he is brilliant. Folks, I would encourage you guys to listen to everything he has to offer. I know Jeremy Moss is going to introduce him, I believe. But we just wanted to let you know we're wrapping up on the hour. Wanted to respect everybody's time and let you know that there's another great presentation following us. So you guys, thank you so much for continuing to show up. Please get out there, make a mess, set your goals, get after it. Have a great time doing it too. We're here for anything you need.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Nikki.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Peace and love.
Hello.